So I think last month, June 17th, did we look at this? I see comments on this one.
So we keep trying to add a triage label,
Uh-huh.
but it hasn't stick. So maybe we need to improve that. Our labels are also, I don't think all of them are compatible with the or the same as the Kubernetes ones. And so the Kubernetes bot may not work as expected, but maybe
Okay, hold
we
on.
should have the triage accepted, create the triage accepted one. Maybe it's a good action item to add to our next community meeting because
Tables.
it's definitely difficult to know what to.
All right, I added a meta task at the top uh, to check Kubernetes labels to bring parity between the two.
Mhm,
So it's on the thing. So next meeting, next week, Thursday, we can bring it up with the group.
mhm.
Okay, but this looks like, okay, test and analyzes Kubernetes traffic to drive work on robustness test. So, okay, Marek already saw this. So I'll just consider this triaged. And then this one, why? During stress testing, lease granting operations, and NVMe disk, 25,000. Using. Okay, so this is the issue that I'm looking at right now.
I mean, this seems like a legit question, but also above my pay grade.
Yeah, I think I would see if.
Should we move this? So sounds like a again like a legit question, maybe legit feature, but should this be a discussion first rather than a feature request?
Well, I
That
mean, it
makes
is a
sense.
feature request, even if we decide not to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I would just. Okay. Uh,
I mean, we're going to have to work with this user, whoever it is, because we probably do not have the setup to test performance the way they're testing it. So let me drop a comment in there and see if we can reach them in Slack. Oh, did we
again.
just lose Mofi?
Nope, Zoom crashed on me again. I'm back. Because I can't install Zoom on my machine because we can't install Zoom those applications. I have to use Zoom the browser thing, and it's just not good. Apologies, I'm back. Um, Sorry, Josh. I think you just said add a comment. Did you ask me to add a comment, or were you adding a comment?
I'm adding a comment.
Perfect. Okay, cool. Let's do that. Um, okay, went to. We have a lot of issues from that time. And then Bootstrap HTTP server from V3 store. That is for, okay, Ben opened this one. And okay, this is being worked on. I'm not going to bother with this one. Then the next one. Mm, okay, the user hasn't gotten back Any steps? So I will say production steps. Okay. Sorry, I just like this user had requested some issue, and Ben had asked um, if they could provide some reproduction steps. User hadn't gotten back in 3 weeks. I just asked back if they had any production steps. All right, next one is okay. Marek created this one. Someone is looking into this, reproduce the error. Okay, so they made a PR from the issue. I didn't look too deep into it, but let's see if there's any conversation happening on the PR. Mm, okay. 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 All right. So this has a PR. Has a
He might have actually brought it up in the last community meeting.
okay.
The author of this PR was in the last community meeting, and he had an agenda item, but I have to look at the agenda to remember what it
Oh,
was.
cool. So we looked at
So
this.
yeah,
Fantastic.
yeah. So I think this is kind of in progress.
Perfect. This one is migrate Go gRPC middleware from VR to V2. We have this assigned to this user. Let's ask.
They're also the reporter, so
Yeah, they
they.
assigned to themselves.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's a version upgrade, so seems reasonable enough.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have any reservations about the version upgrade.
I mean, if they try to upgrade and test starts failing, that's when we know things are
Yep.
bad.
Yeah. Okay.
I would just ask for an update to share. If they don't, they don't. If they
Yeah.
just assign then correct on the issue, that's
Mhm.
I
asked.
think I think this Go ERPC has been a big task. I think Beams has been working on and off on this. Um,
Yeah. All right. In any case, we'll see if they want to. Okay, this is we're on back to page one. Oh yes. Okay. Circular installation of KV store in contrib raft example. Okay. Okay, so they're complaining that we create an empty variable, use that to create get snapshot, and then use that uh using get snapshot, we get this snapshot or ready channel, use that to initialize KVS. So that's what they're not, which does seem like a weird design to have to do this way. Huh. Interesting. So they did open a PR. I want to see what this PR does. Um, Did they create a commit channel? Wait, what? Now they're creating new Raft node that is not being saved anywhere. So now
What?
we're just a side effect of calling this function to have this variable set. That seems significantly worse to me.
Wonder if we're linting those files.
Sorry?
I wonder if the linter goes through those files, through the contrib ones. Oh,
I
hold on.
am.
Okay, so he moved the, okay. Okay, commit C. So he created the channels
So
and
he's
he's
basically
passing
creating
the
the channel
channels.
before,
Yes.
passing it to this new Raft node function, and hoping for the side effect to set those values, which is like, again, the first example is bad. This is worse. This is not an improvement in any way in my mind. Here, we're getting these variables back out of this function, and we're just setting that in the KVS value, which is, again, a little bit backwards to get the snapshot before. But this is, we're calling a new Raft node, but this nothing comes back from this
Yeah,
call.
I think the issue is that he's not also waiting on the channel.
Right. Because again, we have like another, like a Go channel starting at the end of this function.
Uh-huh.
And when nothing comes back out of the function, we just side effect set values to these things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I'm not gonna spend any more time in this, but this is, I don't think this is any better. Um okay. Um what is this function again? New Raft node function. Okay. I let's move on. This tool. This has a lot of comments. I'm sure it got triaged along the process. Uh,
yeah, this is a proposal by
yeah, Ben, I see
uh-huh.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's being looked at. etcd crash on startup when while rebind mounted to host directory fails with unlink. Uh, okay. Mm, Did anybody comment on this? Okay, I don't know answer to this question. Does anybody here know? The question is, does it officially support using both XFS and BRTFS file system for its datadar and Waldar? Uh, I haven't found documentation explicitly listing supported file systems. Look, clarification on this would be appreciated. Um, any ideas from anyone? I guess
Yeah, well, there's two questions. I mean, one is there's apparently a bug, or there's a bug report.
yes.
The and so one of the questions there is going to be whether or not it's reproducible by others. I mean, my first thought here is they didn't set up their Docker storage permissions correctly.
Is it me?
It's very easy to launch a container where you have no ability to write to the file system. And what number is this?
This is 20,218.
So we use XFS and Bvolt's robust tests. And if James marked this as Bvolt, I think we support XFS. I don't know
I
Yeah.
why
mean,
we wouldn't support better FS.
I'm running etcd and Btrfs right now, so if
Yeah.
there were prohibitive problems with that, I would think I would have noticed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think this is a container configuration problem, honestly. The
Uh-huh.
So the but the first thing to do would be to actually, because like my first thought here is that SE Linux is blocking them. What OS are they on here? They say.
So they added some reproduction steps.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at the reproduction steps, and if they're on a Red Hat derivative OS, following the steps that they have, SE Linux would block them from writing to the file system,
Mhm.
and they would get that error. So that is my first thought, or the first thing to ask about.
Did they actually mention what OS they're trying to do this
They don't.
in? Okay. Its version is here. So they're running this image, GCRIO etcd361. So I guess that is the version. Okay. I think, Josh, you can just ask that question to them. Moving on to the next question. HTTP crashes, we did that. Update docs of quota backend bytes. Okay, I think we have a PR that is approved and potentially Mars. Okay, Ivan, can you close this issue? I don't think I
You
can close it.
you can do slash. Can you? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it
I can close
okay,
it. What?
because you're part of the etcd
Oh,
organization.
fantastic! Unlimited power. I'll close all the issues now. Um, okay.
Technically, you should, but you never raised a pull request to be part of the members. Remember that I told you?
Oh, shit, you did. Okay. After this, I'll ping you on Slack. I'll figure this out from there.
Let me just remind you. But you should have triage permissions.
Okay, cool. I will figure that out. I'll
Um,
work with you to do that. Okay, this one. It's still impossible to configure logging format when using Zap Logger. What happened? It says their functionality has been added. log format console, but in reality, it still doesn't know such a flag in version 3.6. Ooh, okay. That is spicy. Okay. So they're on version 3.6. Configuration, they did not add anything else after. How can I reproduce cd dash dash log format console? Okay. It's an issue for this project. Okay, I have started a new issue in the website project. Cool. It's please close this issue. We'll close this issue.
Oh,
I'm glad when an issue just like they just say to close the issue. That's very nice of them. Issue opened in website closed. All right, we are just over time, but we didn't make too much of a dent. We closed a couple things. So we saw up to uh, this. So this is where we're gonna have to start next time we do it. We're just over time, and I'll probably get kicked out in a second. And I'll
Okay.
ping you, Ivan, on Slack and sort the trash stuff out.
yeah, I send you a friendly reminder.
Yes, thank
So
you.
okay,
Appreciate it. All right, thank
thanks.
you, everyone.
Thanks, Muffy. Bye, guys.